a cursed player. You know he's going to turn the ball over 7 to 8 times a game. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know it's going to be a late turnover that everybody pays attention to. But that's the thing with Russ, man. He can't play off the ball because he's not a spot-up shooter.
At
So
all.
LeBron James loves spot-up shooters. LeBron James a ball-dominant player. It is what it is, man. Like, he's one of the greatest ever did it. But he's no different than the Steve Nashes. Those guys. He has to dominate the ball. Not saying he's a selfish player, but we can be honest. LeBron has never played with a quote point guard that hasn't been in the crosshairs from the media saying they ain't doing their job.
Mm-hmm.
So
Russ is new.
what was LeBron thinking? I mean, I'm trying to. I've always wondered what was he envisioning this addition to Russ.
With Russ,
Yeah. What was he thinking this
he
thing was going to play like?
he could it'll help his mileage. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
help him reserve a lot more in the tank. Because if you look at it, man, LeBron could take breaks with Russ on the floor. He didn't anticipate AD being out this long, but Russ takes a lot off of him if he has to. Like if when LeBron's off the court and Russ is on, like he could just run. Like Russ
Mm-hmm.
want to run, man. He want to get the rebound and go. And they don't play like that. So he's going to turn the ball over because Russ can't really identify the drive and kick as good as people think he can.
Right.
Most of the time, Russ drive and kick is, damn, I can't get a shot off. I'm already in the air. Who open?
Yeah. Yeah. That's where those turnovers come in.
Yeah, and that's when the turnovers come in. And that's just his game, bro. Like, he's not a Steve Nash going to keep his dribble going, go out the weak side and look for somebody in the corner. Russ is going to try to dunk on you, and if it ain't going to work, who in the corner while I'm in the air and I'm going to throw it to you?
Is Frankie V going to survive this current road trip they on?
Ooh. I think so, man.
Yeah. I mean, who else? I think it's too. If you were gonna get rid of him, I think you should have got rid of him early. I mean, at this point we're here now. So what are you gonna do from here if you do decide to get rid of him?
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of candidates that you could bring in externally that's going to, I think, make a change unless Mark, and I'm not sold that Mark Jackson could make any type of change. More than likely, they'll have David Fizdale moving up. But I just think, the Lakers got to shake it up. They cannot continue to go in this direction with the squad and the coaching staff that they have, unfortunately. Like, it's this experiment just will not work. Now, you can put blame on AD, you can put blame on the coach, you can put blame on Russ, LeBron. It's a plenty of blame the front office to go around, but something has to be changed. And I just feel like, they're not going to get rid of Russ. Frank Vogel by default is going to be a scapegoat, and they're not playing that well to convince me that he's going to be able to keep his job. You could say Carmelo damn near saved his job last night against Orlando. So, this is tough one, but I just think they got to make some type of change, and I think Frank is going to be the one.
The first change, before they even think about Vogel, they're gonna have to get younger. If they want to run the way that they want to run with Russ, they're gonna have to get younger. All those old guys that they picked up in the off season, it ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to run Showtime basketball with us at our age. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
what you mean?
I mean, in the Lakers, man, I know they mess, people joke around, but if they go to a lineup where Braun is at the 5, and you got Melo in, you got Monk in, you got Russ in, you got Avery Bradley or the other kid with the 2 last names. That's good. Damn,
THT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you go in that, like, you can get away with it at times because, like you said, like with Dwight Howard in there, it's slow. I mean, you want a bigger body in there, but the fact that Russ can rebound well as a guard and the fact that LeBron can rebound at his size, if you could get that lineup to play in spurts, because with that lineup, Russ can do what he does best.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got Monk, you got Melo as shooters, especially with Melo. Like, Melo catch and shoot you to death. You know what I'm saying? And then if you want a low post presence, well, Melo could post up as well. But Melo is that interchangeable type stretch 4. And we know LeBron is LeBron. If he at the 5, and depending on who the big is for the opponent, that's an advantage. You know what I'm saying? Um, so it'll be interesting, man, if they start playing with a small lineup. And then what gets them in trouble, we know in the fourth quarter, you gotta pay attention to Russ minutes.
And
Because
that was my question to you. Like, no matter who the coach is going to wind up being, what are we doing with Russell Westbrook in the fourth quarter? Because that has really justified over the last couple games, whether they win or loss.
it's done better, man. Because I think I looked at it yesterday. It's been 8 straight games where he's had 3 or less turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
And the ninth game is when I think he had the 8 or 9 turnovers. But since they started paying attention to his fourth quarter minutes and kind of quote benching him in a sense, he hasn't turned the ball over a lot. And when he doesn't turn the ball over a lot, you can't blame him now. You feel what I'm saying? Now you got to find what's really going on, because I think a lot of times his turnover narrative has been the scapegoat, but that's not really been the issue. It's just a bad shot he's taken. And the Christmas one is the one that everybody point out when he tried to dunk on everybody when LeBron was on the right corner.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
that was funny.
I
I mean,
always
but
said that was the issue, though, man. I always said with Russell is let him be him and then get a ball to LeBron in the fourth quarter.
hey, I mean, but he did have the highlight. He dunked on Gobert. Gobert's kind of a
Body
little
bag.
on the
He did.
soft
He
side.
banged on his ass.
He a little on
Ain't
the
no getting
soft
around
side.
that. He banged on his ass. Ain't they won that game too? Right? They won that game. Yeah, they won
Yeah,
that.
they won the game.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
if you sit Russell down in the fourth quarter, are we sold that Austin Reeves, he can do enough offensively? I mean, he's good with not turning the ball over, but are you sold that he can put up numbers in the fourth quarter? Because LeBron can be inconsistent in the fourth.
yeah. That's a
Mhm.
good. That's a good question.
I
I
don't know.
think I don't think you
It,
sit Russ the whole entire fourth. I think once you get to the 5 minute mark, now you have to be smart. It's like that offensive defensive type substitution that you used to see back in the day. Like you find spots to put them in, find spots to sit them, kind of check the flow of the game, or just start letting them know, like, bro, Braun is he's the ball handler right now.
Right.
You go get me rebounds. Like turn into a big man now, because we've seen times where Russ has turned into the offensive rebounder. He chased loose balls for him and then get it back to Braun type thing. Not playing scared, but we don't need you to make the plays for everybody else. Let LeBron make the plays for everybody else in this quarter.
hey, hey, 7. So listen, man. Remember we were talking about Ja Morant, right?
Right.
If we saw him possibly, MVP. Listen, man, they at number 3 right now, right?
Mm.
And I told you, I said, listen, if he could keep them around 3 and 4, hell, they reach about 45 games. It's gonna be hard not to argue your boy, man.
But this
Ja,
is
Ja,
if the NBA was Cinderella, I would agree with you. But 12 o'clock is coming eventually. And when it comes, we're gonna see the real Memphis Grizzlies. Like I'm telling you, like, just wait. Just wait. Ja
Mhm.
Morant, he's having an unbelievable season so far, but we got a whole half of basketball left.
Yeah,
Injuries, a lot of things play a role.
it do.
We're gonna have to see, man. But so far, so good. I'll say this. Better than Zion. I'll say that much.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man. So right now we look at the standings on the West Coast. We got the Suns, Warriors, Grizzlies, Jazz, Mavericks. Then closing out with Nuggets, Lakers at 7, and Clippers at 8.
Hey
Wow.
yo, hey look, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I don't care if he ever win a ring, but CP3 they gotta put respect on his name.
Yes,
Period.
sir. Yes,
Yeah,
Know
sir.
they win
yeah,
and they in contention everywhere he go, no matter what
yeah.
team. That's
No
crazy,
matter.
yo.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
yeah. He shoot the Thunder. You see what the
That's what
Thunder
I'm saying.
they
That
got
Thunder
the
one he
playing.
did, that's what sold me. Like, yeah, CP is definitely that guy that get you winning.
Yeah, and they're gonna be actually. I think the Suns gonna be pretty hard to kind of usurp them. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the Warriors. I think the Warriors are kind of taking a step back because I still think they're trying to get Clay acclimated. And then they still got Wiseman to come back. Once they get that together, we're gonna see what Warriors team we really gonna what we're gonna get with the Warriors team.
Warriors
Uh,
are 4-7 without Draymond this year. They better make sure that Draymond is playing. They better keep him healthy because if Draymond is not on the court, Golden State is not winning no championship.
oh no, I'm not. I mean, Okay. See, this is why I need you on the other show because we talk about Draymond, right? And Draymond's a great glue guy. All right, I can see I see what you're saying, but just keep it at that. When you trying to say that Draymond is like in these Barkley territories or these all-star superstar territories, we gotta calm down with that. So I like I said, we'll see. I guess if Draymond's the meaning, but I think once Clay gets kind of more confident within himself, and we'll start to see something different. I know you don't believe in Clay 7.
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah,
I
I
know
don't
you don't
believe in
believe
this
in
year, man.
him.
It's gonna take him a year, bro.
Hmm.
It's gonna
He
take.
already had 2.
No. I mean, you coming back from Achilles and a damn ACL. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna take a minute. It's
Didn't
gonna
Kobe
take a
do it?
minute.
Didn't Kobe do it?
he can still.
Kobe is an outlier though. Like, he ain't Kobe. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
Yeah,
Like
that's a
nah,
fact. That's a fact.
nah.
that's just like saying, "Yo, man, you hurt your ACL, you can come back like Adrian Peterson."
Yeah.
Everybody ain't Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, I'm just a Clay hater. That's all.
And
Oh, you
then
are. I'm a Draymond hater, but I'll take Draymond on my squad quick though.
When he tried to play LeBron and them in the 2016 finals at that press conference when he said that he guessed LeBron got his feelings hurt, that's when I got off of the Klay Thompson bus right there. Hey, don't play with the king. Not my face. Not my face.
Not on duty,
so
huh?
Yeah.
so so what do you think of that Cleveland game where they were kind of disrespected Kyrie, saying, "Well, you only got us one." And you trash and all this other stuff. What do y'all think about stuff like that?
These fans need to sometimes just shut the hell up for real.
I think the biggest thing is that they fined Kyrie 25,000 for that.
Really?
Yep.
Mm-mm-mm.
They fined him 25,000 for that?
25,000 for his response.
Get out of here,
It's
man.
a Kyrie hate, man. They hate Kyrie, bro.
Yeah, they playing with him right now.
They fined him 25,000 for. Yeah.
They hate Kyrie, bro. It's all good though, because when Brooklyn put it all together and win this championship this year, it's everything will be for naught.
They
You know what
better.
I mean?
They better because this is their only shot. It's unreal, but this is their only shot. This season will be it because James Harden is about to be out the door. Morey is about to reunite with Harden. So this is their only chance to make
I
this
hope
right.
I hope they I hope they trade James for Ben. Please do that.
I'm telling you, Daryl Morey is really targeting this situation.
Because my dog Ben Simmons with them Nets, oh my goodness. I'll
Yeah,
be
that's
so
gonna be
excited.
crazy.
Yeah,
I'll
That'll
I
be
be
mean,
so
so
crazy.
excited for that.
That'll be so crazy. And then he be like, "Hey man, I ain't got to shoot. I got to
Exactly. I could just
catch."
pass it to the Slim Reaper. Here you go. I can pass it to Kyrie. Here you go. Shoot it.
I just
Shoot
play
it.
defense and just dunk.
yeah.
That's all I'm gonna do.
That's it,
So
man.
yeah, as it stands right now for the East, you got the Nets, Bulls, Heat, Bucks at 4, Cavaliers at 5, 76ers, Hornets, and Raptors. When you got the Wizards and the Celtics looking outside looking in, and the Knicks. And the Hawks.
Now,
Bro, what the hell's going on?
at the beginning of the year, on my prediction show, I said that Chicago was not going to be a playoff team, and everybody laughed. And then they started off really strong.
Yeah.
Lonzo was out for 6 to 8 weeks.
Dang.
I mean, I'm telling you, Chicago is going to drop in these standings. I don't think they're going to survive being one of these top teams. That when he comes back, they might can make a run. But
You
I
don't
would
think
Yeah.
not.
you don't think
I,
DeRozan, the mid range killer, could keep him afloat?
Bro, his buzzer beating ability, like what he's been doing this season, has just been unreal. But I'm just like, yo, how long can someone keep that up? And why does these games have to be this close night in and night out? That's just
Yeah.
something to look at.
Nah,
And
you need
and
Lonzo. You need that captain of that offense, and I think
yeah,
Lonzo is gonna make them go.
it's gonna be
So
interesting.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
That's real.
Um, I'm looking at the Cavaliers at 5. I'm pretty sure they're gonna drop,
And
but
yeah, when that bubble gonna burst, or will it?
I can't believe it. I cannot believe Cleveland is playing as well as they are.
well, Garland is actually is it Garland? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Garland is crazy, bro. And um, Oh yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. And then of his injuries, they just can't figure each other out. I think next year you're gonna have to get rid of one or the other, Jalen Brown or Jason Tatum is definitely there. So I think Jalen Brown's probably gonna be gone next year.
But Jason is struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't think the Celtics already kind of indicted him and dubbed him as like their superstar?
I would think so, but the way he's playing, I mean, you look at Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown is a better two-way player than him. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know, man. They could shake this shit up, and Jason got more trade value, I think.
Yeah, Jason got more trade value for sure. That's true.
So I don't know. It's definitely too early. The East left definitely looks kind of weird, especially right now. And then the move that the Hawks did, the giving up what
Yeah.
Cam Reddish.
Yeah.
giving up Cam Reddish for Kevin Knox in the first round. I don't know what that was for. Some of these guys that be making these decisions, I just be like, I don't know what y'all be thinking, bro.
So what's the chances of New York somehow getting Duke's big three back together? Do you think that they could somehow get Zion from New Orleans to play with RJ and Cam in Madison Square?
Hell no.
No,
New Orleans ain't letting Zion go nowhere, bro.
you don't think so?
Nah.
I don't know,
It took a
man.
lot. It took a lot for AD to leave.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Play. You know what I'm saying? They was holding on him for dear life. You
But
think
look what
they
happened.
let Zion go?
But look what happened to the GM right after. Like he got fired. Like New Orleans they know they could have got better deals previously if they wouldn't have winged and waited it out. But you had that situation with the GM of New Orleans, and you see where he at now. So if Zion is not producing for the Pelicans, like what are you holding on?